Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Brother Gaming HD here today. In today's video, on the very first day of XDefiant's launching, the servers ended up freaking crashing. And the reason why I kind of chuckle right there is mostly because of the fact that the hardcore Call of Duty community player base was so upset because the servers ended up freaking crashing. Not even like an hour into the launch of XDefiant, and people took to Twitter and got mad, got butthurt, got upset, started crying on social media saying they could not play the game. And to those people who ended up doing that, what did you think was going to literally freaking happen once XDefiant launched into the hands of everybody around the world? Sure, they ended up having, closed and private and open test sessions with the community in order to fine-tune the game before it officially launched on Tuesday, March 21st. I'm doing this commentary on the 23rd on a Thursday, so that kind of gives you a little bit of where I am in time right now while I'm making this commentary. So back to the topic at hand here. It just blows my mind when it comes to a game like XDefiant that had a whole lot of popularity surrounding it even before the very first playtest session, mostly because of the fact that this game technically marketed no skill-based matchmaking, and it literally freaking delivers within the casual playlist. But the thing is, though, when you have a game like XDefiant, like I said, that is so popular, and you have thousands of people, hopping onto the experience for the very first time or returning to XDefiant for the final product, and once those servers go live and everybody's on the game at once and they start trying to cram into the game, there are going to be issues. Sure, the game might have crashed, the servers were busted, matchmaking was an absolute mess, you were able to find lobbies but they would not fill up, and then on the other hand, there were those occasions where players were able, they couldn't even get into the freaking game, or they could find a game but it would load and then boot them back out into the lobby, and that was technically a nightmare. And Mark Ruin ended up coming on to social media and ended up saying hey, we know the servers are busted. We know that, the servers screwed up, and we're on our, we're trying our hardest to literally fix this, to try to stabilize the connection as much as possible so people can get into the experience and play our game. And I'm technically summarizing what he said. Technically, like he said, the servers went kaboom or kablooey or whatever, but I ended up putting that in my own words as a way of him pretty much saying, we got this under control, we're putting out this fire as fast as we can, just bear with us please, and we promise you that you will be able to play XDefiant once we get the situation under control and, sorted out. And that's what they did. They ended up doing that. And I applaud Mark Rubin for doing that, because even after the launch of XDefiant, he is still communicating with us till this day, and that is not really you see a whole lot of from Call of Duty, for instance, or any other team for that matter when it comes to communication. I think Fortnite does it as well, but it's been a while since I've even touched that game or have done anything with that game associated on my own spare time. But yes, the fact that people were very upset with the launch of XDefiant, being a complete bust at launch, and it was rough, and I can understand that, I'm somebody who was also excited for XDefiant as well when it fully launched. But it's like, when you have an official launch date, and everybody's mother, sister's, nephew, uncle's, cousin has that date marked on their calendar, marked on their phone, and they end up taking the day off of work, or taking the day off of school, or, just coming home and ready to play XDefiant. As soon as they get home, they can't even get into the freaking servers, and I can understand the frustration. But the thing is, though, with the Call of Duty community being so toxic, and this goes for any community for crying out loud, I know the Destiny community is very toxic as well, of what I've heard of, through word of mouth and everything along the lines of that through social media. But it's such a pity to see that a game like XDefiant ended up getting bashed, saying that this game was terrible, this game is broken, this and that, and it's like, yeah, the game is probably going to bust. I can't remember one game that I can recall from memory that was a multiplayer experience and had a successful launch. For crying out loud, Call of Duty's freaking launches every single year are either game breaking or pretty much game breaking in general, period, or bricking consoles and PCs. And you're expecting XDefiant to come out of the doors, you know, fully decked out, fully prepared for everything. And that is the thing. You can't prepare for thousands and thousands of players hopping onto your servers at a given point, because that's going to stress out the servers. The servers are basically going to, like, you know, flop. And it's just going to be at the community saying the game's trash, like I said earlier. But at the current recording of this video, XDefiant is in a little bit of a better state. The servers are a little bit more stable than what they were at launch on Tuesday. And the hit detection is kind of still wonky with the netcode. You are still able to get shot around corners, and that's a thing that they do plan on fixing in an update. I believe they are doing an update tomorrow, which is Friday, around that time frame. But I think around like sometime real early in the morning. I think around like 6 o'clock in the morning, if I read right, until like 10 o'clock in the morning their time. So technically, I think that's like 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock their time, depending on where they are. I really did not pay attention to where they are located. Sorry for that. But yeah. So just give Mark Rubin and the team some time to fix some of these issues, and it happens. AAA games, or any game for crying out, well, technically any AAA game in general that is under a studio like Ubisoft, Microsoft, Call of Duty, Activision, PlayStation, you get it, that these teams are basically rushed, and there's always something that is going to break within a video game. It is the natural cycle of modern gaming that we have today. Why do you think every single game might have, like, you know, game breaking issues, or the servers are all gunked up? But it's been your boy Brotherhood Gaming HD, everybody, and I just want to hear your thoughts on this whole entire situation that happened on launch. Were you able to get into the servers and find people, but the lobbies were not filling, or did you come in like near like around like 7, 8 o'clock your time, and you hopped on and the servers were working perfectly just fine? Because that's what I did. I pretty much came home, booted up the game like right around 7 o'clock my time, and the servers, I was able to get into a game, I was able to find a match perfectly. And I just want to hear your thoughts on, you know, what are your thoughts on XDefiant so far after this little rough launch that they had. And it's been your boy Brotherhood Gaming HD, everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, hit them bell notifications so you never miss anything when it comes to covering Call of Duty, or XDefiant here on the channel. And it's been your boy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out and goodbye, everybody.